By that, I mean he just sits there and does whatever the heck this is. And as I laid my head down on the Kool-Aid Man's soft thought.
Today we're back with Season 4, Episode 3 of the Christmas Special, The Muppets. We're reacting to Alex Meyers talk about the Muppets. If you're new here, subscribe, hit that post notification bell, and that like button so you won't miss another video. Less talking, more reaction.
Somehow, I haven't quite gotten around to the best Christmas movie, The Muppet Christmas Carol, the 1992 generation-defining masterpiece. That isn't just the best Christmas movie, it's also a relic of a bygone era. I felt the same way when I did my video a couple...
Well, that was a fine meal. Yes, it was.
Don't all Christmas start off like this? Like, I'm talking about the old time Christmas. Some Christmas I've seen do be starting off like in a rusty old village like that.
Yes, where should we do now? Let's have a lunch. Good idea.
So, the greatest Christmas movie of all time starts with Gonzo and Rizzo out there selling apples on the streets of 1940s London, I think.
Hello! Welcome to the Muppet Christmas Carol. I am here to tell the story.
And I am here for the food.
My dude, you are preaching to the choir right now. Every function I've ever been to, you know, everyone else is always like, golly gee, I sure hope they have an open bar. And I'm always just in the back like, hey, you got mozzarella sticks in here?
My name is Charles
Hey, me, just like when Thanksgiving comes, hey, I be ready for that food. Like, I be starving myself the rest of the day, but then when it comes to that big Thanksgiving meal, I'm there ready for that meal. Same way on Christmas.
And my name is Rizzo the Rat. Hey, wait a second. You're
I
not
never
Charles
know Rizzo
Dickens.
the Rat like that.
No, a blue furry Charles Dickens who hangs out with a rat.
Absolutely.
Charles Dickens was a 19th century novelist, a genius.
I don't know, man. You ever actually sit and read a Charles Dickens book? Like, they don't make a whole lot of sense. The dude's always just talking about so much stuff that doesn't matter to anything. But okay, so Gonzo is playing the part of Charles Dickens, aka the narrator of the story. And he introduces us to the main character, Ebenezer Scrooge, the rich businessman, banking money guy that everyone hates and he hates him back even.
He like Scrooge McDuck, where he got so much money that he like, it's something with Scrooge McDuck and Goodman from Mail where all he care about his money.
And more.
Is it getting cold around here?
Well, listen, okay, maybe he's just alone all the time because he has to spend like 30 minutes per drawing that's only going to be on screen for a 1/12 of a second, okay? Or maybe it's because everyone else is always so freaking annoying all the time. Huh? You ever considered that? You ever tried interacting with any other person ever? Horrible experience. Anyway, so it's the day before Christmas. Scrooge is working everyone to the bone because that's how he works, and by that I mean he just sits there and does whatever the heck this is. And as I laid my head down on the Kool-Aid Man's soft thighs, he whispered into my ear, "You're doing a great job. I'm sorry no one else understands how brilliant and talented you are," as he caressed what remained of my soft silver locks, withered from years of being so cool and awesome and better than everyone else. All he cares about is money and being grumpy.
Let us deal with the eviction notices for tomorrow, Mr. Cratchit.
Tomorrow's Christmas, sir.
Very well. You may gift wrap them.
You know, there's something profoundly sad about how Charles Dickens wrote about this in like 1843, and nothing's really changed since then. Like, this story could...
Didn't he really made the Muppet in 1843? How long did all the Muppet show been around? I don't know how many Muppet movies and shows they made.
Totally be set in 2025. You wouldn't even have to change that much. So as you can see, Scrooge really lives up to his name in a retroactive kind of way. He hates happiness, he hates laughter and fun, making merry, he hates holidays. What's everybody gotta be so happy about? Now on this day, Scrooge's nephew comes to visit and bid him happy holidays, which he does not appreciate whatsoever.
Christmas, uncle? You don't mean that, surely?
If I could work my will, every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips would be cooked with his own turkey and buried with a stake of holly through his heart.
That's a heck of a sentence you just said there, my dude.
Oh, Uncle, come and have Christmas dinner with me and Clara tomorrow.
Why ever did you get married?
Why? Because I fell in love.
Yeah, Uncle Scrooge, I fell in love, and every day's wonderful and happy until a few years from now when I suddenly wake up and realize that who I am has slowly been stripped away piece by piece so I could fit into her bizarro fantasy romance world that's like 30% Twilight, 30% K-drama, and 40% whatever fanfic she read that week. So as I said, today is the day before Christmas, and so Scrooge's workers are wondering if, like, they could perhaps maybe get the day off tomorrow? One such worker in particular is Bob Cratchit.
Tomorrow's Christmas. If you please, Mr. Scrooge, why open the office tomorrow? Other businesses will be closed. You'll have no one to do business with.
He ain't wrong. He's not wrong. Why will you stay open and work hourly time to do what? All you're doing making money for what reason? What you getting out just making money? Like, money don't get you happiness. Money don't get you family. So what you gonna do when you got so much money and you got nobody to love, nobody to hang out with?
It'll waste a lot of expensive coal for the fire.
Yes, that's definitely a good point.
Yeah, you're right about that.
And so everyone goes home for the day, excited to celebrate Christmas, and Scrooge goes back to his secret lair of darkness.
Scrooge lived in chambers which had once belonged to his old business partners, Jacob and Robert Marley.
Have some bread?
Not while I'm working.
Hey, suit yourself.
It was a dismal heap of brick on a dark street.
Yes, fellow millennial, I see. And so Scrooge turns in for the night, preparing his usual luxurious dinner of whatever the heck this is. Like, excuse me? It's the stalest bread, the oldest cheese anyone's ever seen. I mean, you thought British food was bad now. Like, you know this dude's gonna be farting. Anyway, so Scrooge is there eating his Christmas Eve feast, and suddenly the ghosts of his old business partners appear, covered in chains, which kind of gets Scrooge's attention, because, you know, this is a little out of the ordinary.
Oh, look! It's Ebenezer Scrooge! Looking older and more wicked than ever. I knew he wouldn't disappoint us. In life, we were your partners, Jacob and Robert.
This is really going to cut into my sitting around time. So these guys tell Scrooge that he's going to be visited by 3 spirits who are going to tell him some really important stuff. And Scrooge is like,
so he's going to get a visit from the future, the past, and the present. See, that was a lot of shows I seen show people that really don't really care about the holiday spirit of Christmas.
Cool. Anyway, guess I'll go to suit now, which I certainly would not do after all that, but hey, what do I know?
Whoa, that's scary stuff. Hey, should we be worried about the kids in the audience?
No, it's all right. This is culture.
Jelly bean? Put them in my pocket all along.
And so, as Scrooge sleeps, the clock tolls 1. So, like, does this clock do this every hour, every night? Because, like, no wonder this dude's always in a bad mood.
It's past.
The childlike Empress. So, as you may have heard, this is the ghost of Christmas past. Probably the most important ghost for our story here, because she shows Scrooge, and therefore us, how exactly he became, you know, this guy. It all started back when he was a young boy. I don't know what year it is, but given the harsh realities of life in 1840s London, I assume this Scrooge is probably like 24. So this is probably like about 10 years ago or something.
Right?
It was the afternoon of Christmas Eve, and Scrooge was conscious of 1,000 odors.
Yeah, boy, you're telling me. You know these streets must...
What you trying to say about he was concerned about the hours in order? What that trying to like suspect Scrooge?
Smelled crazy. So even as a young boy, Scrooge was never really interested much in Christmas or fun or happiness.
Never?
I know it all so well, Spirit. The desks.
That's why he always miserable.
The smell of the chalk. I chose my profession in this room.
Wait, hold on a second. I'm sorry. So you were like 9 and decided that you really wanted to evict people on Christmas Eve? I mean, I just wanted to be Goku. Now we see the years go by as Scrooge spends all of his Christmases alone in the cold, dark schoolhouse.
I was often alone. More time for reading and study. The Christmas holiday was a chance to get some extra work done.
Hey, listen, there ain't nothing in the rule book that says you can't stay home alone on Christmas and watch a bunch of 90s anime OVAs, okay? And so we see...
Hey, it's not bad to sit home alone and binge watch some anime. Come on, who wouldn't want to binge watch some anime? Binge watch some Naruto, One Piece, maybe some East Russia, even the trash one, so you can get up to culture with the anime.
Scrooge finally graduate from school at the ripe old age of, like, 12? How old is this kid? And he gets his first job all the way in the big fancy city of London.
A moment later, Scrooge found himself standing on a city street, looking at a building he had not seen in years.
Tell me, Ebenezer Scrooge, do you know this place?
Know it? My first job was here. This is Fuzzy-Wig's old rubber chicken factory.
First
A job at the rubber chicken factory. Man, I was born in the wrong generation, I'll tell you that right now. I could have been doing this my whole life. Now, we jump forward in time to a Christmas after Scrooge has been working at this job for several years. It's the annual Fuzzy-Wig Christmas party, so everyone around town is gathered together to share in each other's merriment and pretend to be interested in what your baby just did the other day. Sure, show me pictures. Where else am I gonna go?
That's better. Welcome to Fozziewig and Mom's annual Christmas party. At this time in the proceedings, it is a tradition for me to make a little speech.
And it's a tradition for us to take a little nap.
Now, a little after this, Scrooge accidentally bumps into someone that will change the course of his life forever.
These annual Christmas parties, I love them so much, I think we'll do it twice a year. No, excuse me. Master Scrooge.
Excuse me.
Praise the Lord, someone who's not a Muppet. Although, between you and me, Mrs. Fozzie over here could totally get it, you know what I'm saying? Now, we get the sense that Bill and Scrooge strike up a cordial relationship that blossoms into something, I assume.
Do you remember this meeting?
Yes.
Another Christmas Eve
He was so grumpy about Christmas.
Do not show me that Christmas.
Yeah, you know, I had the same reaction if the Ghost of Christmas Past came to me. Okay, anything after my 12th birthday we can just skip. All right, I'm the Ghost of Christmas Past. Let's examine your life from grade 6 until high school graduation. No, it's okay, it's fine. We can skip all that. Here, let's just wait. There's kindergarten to 5th grade, and then I'm 30. But so we see Scrooge and Belle a few years later. Things are not super great.
Barely clearing expenses.
You said the partnership was the goal.
This is for you. I love you, Belle.
You did once.
Why has this movie got to be so real? And so this is the turning point in Scrooge's life that made him into who he is today. You fumble one hot girl, that's it, you're done. What's even the point after that? Now this takes us to the Ghost of Christmas Present, a large jolly fellow who only ever lives in the now, man.
You gotta have the Christmas, isn't it the Christmas future? I have no clue what he just said. I don't even know what he said, but why him? Anybody but him.
And
did I tell you that I am the Ghost of Christmas Present?
You did, yeah.
So this spirit takes him all around town on this day before Christmas to see what everyone's doing while Scrooge was trying his best to stomach all of this. Like his nephew with his friends and family, all enjoying a nice rousing game of 20 questions.
Wanted rat a leech or a cockroach?
What?
It's Ebenezer Scrooge.
This is like what I imagine every party I didn't get invited to was like. All right, fellow popular kids, you know what time it is. Everyone's favorite game, Trash Talk Alex Meyers.
I imagine people do that. If I'm like Scrooge McDuck, I imagine people to go to a party and trash talk me. I expect them to do it on my wedding day, not at a party. I don't mind you doing it when I'm getting married, but doing it at a party is ridiculous.
Specifically behind his back. But you know, the scene's actually really interesting, I think, because like we see that Scrooge wants to join in. He wants to play the game, right? He actually really wants to be involved, but he also avoids it at the same time, which I feel like it's one of those weird psychology things that a lot of people do, you know what I mean? The spirit also shows up what's going on in Bob Cratchit's house. They have a small but respectable dinner going on, prepared by Mr. Cratchit's bodacious wife, you know what I'm saying?
Miss Piggy.
Peter, do not stop turning that spit. That is the whole secret of a properly roasted goose.
It smells so good, Mother.
It does, doesn't it?
What are y'all talking about?
Scrooge also learns that Mr. Cratchit has a son named Tiny Tim, who's not doing so well in terms of like every single metric you could use.
The goose. Wait a minute. How long was this even out? I never knew that Kermit had a son. It's been 22 years since I even seen this movie. That's crazy.
Oh, now, son, now you've gotten too excited. You go sit in your chair a moment. Okay, rest a moment.
God bless us, everyone.
Okay, Tim, shut up. No one asked. Now, Scrooge had no idea about any of this, of course, because, like, why would he? And suddenly he becomes very concerned about Tiny Tim. Spirit tells him that,
why would you show me this if I was past all hope?
And so Scrooge wakes up back in his room. It's Christmas morning. There's still time to change his ways.
They're not torn down. They're here, and I'm here. More's a miracle.
Hey, you know, I literally did the exact same thing when I finished up my Hook video a few days ago, and I came out the other side looking like friggin' Tom Hanks from Castaway.
Hey, I don't know any movie called Hook. Is there a movie called Hook? What do you think? I don't even think so. Right?
Twice the size of Tiny Tim.
Could you imagine? Scrooge goes around being happy and jolly to everyone. He's handing out presents and toys, which seems like a nice gesture. But remember, this is like 1843, so it's like a wooden block, my favorite. I can't wait to go home and put it next to my hoop and stick. Finally, he makes his way over to Bob Cratchit's house and wants to give him and his family a little surprise.
Bob Cratchit, I've had my...
I'll be surprised too.
I have had my fill of you, Mr. Scrooge.
And therefore, Bob Cratchit.
And therefore, you can leave this house at once.
And therefore, I'm about to raise your salary.
I am about to raise you right off the pavement.
I'm sorry, he just like slams it right into the wall. Hey, my boyfriend said no pickles on his hamburger, okay? So I'm sure you've seen other people talk about this before, but like in the book, it says that Bob Cratchit was paid 15 shillings a week, which would put him at around $14 an hour. So like this dude's tragically low, but all the same, then Scrooge and Bob's family all feast on the giant turkey together, and Scrooge turns his whole life around.
And Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all, and infinitely more. Tiny Tim, who did not die.
Oh, isn't that swell?
And that's more or less the end of the Muppet Christmas Carol. So, like, I know I'm not the first person to say this, okay? But, like, why did they ever stop doing it? Especially now with Disney Plus. Like, they can totally make Muppet versions of every public domain book. You have Gonzo and Rizzo as the narrators. You cast a couple humans who play it completely straight. And, like, you can make one of these every year. Like, I don't understand how Disney has no idea how to use the Muppets. Like, all the best...
Yeah. I know Disney did have, like, a couple... movie with the Muppets and a couple humans in there too, but like does Disney know how like actually utilize the Muppets and make it expand even more than what it is?
Muppet movies follow the same format. So just do that. Like, the Muppets already exist. The books are free to adapt. It wouldn't cost you that much to do it. Like, Disney, what are you doing? You're sitting on a gold mine here.
Misunderstood. So misunderstood. My temper is bad, my mission is good. I never be labeled as good. I never be labeled as mentally stable. They